Bueno. Hello, we're Team 6, and this is our evidence for stage 4. I'm Juliana Elizabeth.
Fatima.
I am Diego Ramirez.
I'm Katia Veronica.
I am Daira Jimena. Transportation in England. England has money to travel includes bus, trains, bikes, and underground. I have always used to underground many times, and has helped me move quickly across the city. However, I have not taken the bus during rush or yet because it's usually crowded. Many tourists enjoy red double-decker views, and some ask, "Have you ever tried to double-decker views before?" Yesterday I walked to train station and it was very engaging, but I did not take the bus because it was full. Last week I visited several bus stops to check the routes. Although I did not use the underground today, a few days ago I enjoyed the ride on the red double-decker bus and the memory experience. I also myself did I plan my road correctly and Larry Wonderful. Did I miss my stop? But it's in the end. Everything went well and did not have any problems during the trip.
Services all features. England has many beautiful natural landscapes, including hills, rivers, lakes, and coasts. I can always visit the Lake District because it is one of the most stunning places in the country. However, I haven't climbed the white place as of yet. Even though I have planned it many times, have I ever explored the northern hill? So far, I have just admitted it and the views have been breathtaking. Last year, I walked along the river Thames, enjoying the calm weather and the green surroundings. Actually, there are small villages near the countryside which were stunning and peaceful. However, I didn't visit a coastal town back then because I didn't have enough time. Did I miss any important places during that trip? I'm extremely sure. A few days ago, I climbed a trip at the top of a hill where I saw the rivers, forests, and hills stretching far away. The story fascinated even though I didn't take many pictures. Later, I wondered that I chose the best road to reach the top.
England offers many exciting vacation activities, including visiting castles, walking in countryside, exploring museums, and going to the beach. I have always explored museums when I travel to England because I love learning about history. However, I haven't tried sailing on the coast yet, even though many tourists recommend it. Have I ever climbed the cliffs at Cornwall? So far, I have. Just admired the gardens of famous castles and they were amazing. Last week I hiked along the cliffs and Dover, enjoying the fresh air and the sea views. I discovered several historic castles which were fascinating and beautiful. However, I didn't visit any beaches that week because the weather wasn't good. Did I miss any important coastal spots? I wondered about that during my trip. A few days ago, I paddled on a boat across the lake and it was very peaceful, although I didn't take many pictures. Later, I asked myself, did I choose the best path to reach the water? I think I did.
To do when traveling to another country. When you travel to England, there are some experiences you absolutely can't miss for an unforgettable trip. One of them is exploring Camden Market, a hook market brimming with alternative fashion, food, and art. Have you visited Big Ben? If you haven't yet, it's something you shouldn't miss. I visited it and the view was breathtaking. To end the day perfectly, take a stroll along the south bank of the Thames. Last year, I visited the Tate Modern Gallery and I love it. Did you go to the West End? Yes, the musicals there were amazing. the West End has received lots of tourists every day. I haven't had another memory trip since.
England has many wonderful tourist places, such as Oxford, Cambridge, York, and Bath. I have always visited Oxford because I love its historic buildings, but I haven't explored York yet. Even though many people say it's beautiful, I ever walked inside the Roman baths in Bath. So far, I have only admired pictures, and they look incredible. I last week I walked through the streets of Cambridge, and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. I visited famous college, and they were amazing. However, I didn't tour any museums that week because I didn't have enough time. Did I miss any important spots in the city? I wondered that during my trip. A few days ago, I took a short trip to Oxford and admired the old libraries. Even though I didn't take many pictures. Later, I asked myself, did I choose the best places to explore? I didn't. I think I did.
What important historical events were you able to learn about England? I have learned really interesting facts about the history of England, and it has been very fascinating. The country has influenced European and world history for many centuries. You can study the Norman Conquest, the Hero Dynasty, the Industrial Revolution, World War One, World War Two, and the development of modern democracy. I, I read about the Industrial Revolution, and it was an important period that changed so city. But I didn't study the Apple section it in detail because it didn't have enough time. I have already learned about the Magna Carta, but I haven't studied the English Civil War yet. Have you ever visited an historical place in England? Yes, I have visited castles and museums, and they help me understand English history better.
Cultural information. England has a rich cultural heritage and many people admire to festival music and art. Many visitors have already explored tradition celebration, but some tourists have not experienced smaller cultural events yet. English people value the traditions and they often celebrate local festivals across the country. London has many famous theaters, but I did not offer the calm atmosphere of small towers to one. I visit. Have you ever attended Notting Hill Carnival? Yes, I have. How long have artists been inspired by architecture? They have been inspired to centuries. Did you visit any cultural festival during your trip? Yes, I did.
England has attracted millions of tourists every year because its landmarks are truly iconic. Have you already visited the British Museum? If you haven't walked across the Tower Bridge yet, you definitely should. The view has impressed everyone who has been there. Last year, I toured Windsor Castle, photographed the streets of Oxford, and walking along the River Cam in Cambridge, it was incredible. Unfortunately, I didn't climb Big Ben on that trip because the area was too crowded that day. Did you visit Buckingham Palace last summer? Many people waited in long lines, but some didn't enter because they hadn't booked their tickets in advance.
Activities you can do in England. England offers many things to do when traveling there, such as trying traditional food. I had never tried fish and chips until last year, and it was delicious. Have you seen the singing of the ward at Buckingham Place? If you haven't gone yet, it's another popular activity that tourists love. I saw it 3 times last year when I haven't been on the London Eye yet, but everyone says
The views are beautiful. How many tourists visit the Tower of London? If there were many, they saw the crown jewels. I have seen the crown jewels 3 times already.
English cuisine has influenced many cultures, and chefs around the world have already tasted traditional dishes like fish and chips, English pies, roast dinners, scones, and black pudding. I have tasted several of these meals, but I haven't tried black pudding yet. Last week I baked scones at home following a traditional recipe, but I didn't cook a full English breakfast during that time. I visited a local market where I discovered fresh cheese and homemade jams. Did I eat any classic English dishes? Yes, I did. Have you ever tried a full English breakfast? Yes, I have.